Mindfulness gives you TLC, tender loving care for your life and for your relationships. The TLC I'm talking about here describes the way I now try and look after myself, and also the way I now try and nurture that most precious of relationships, the one with my husband. Mindfulness provides the framework. It provides the guidance to help me live that better life. Quite a few years ago, I realised that my work-life balance was completely out of control. I needed to change my attitude towards work. I needed to be more comfortable in my own skin. And I needed to change the direction that my marriage was going in. These three realisations joined together to form a powerful, compelling force which made me look at mindfulness and set up a regular mindfulness practice. That mindfulness practice helped me realise a few things about myself, some habits that I had that I needed to get rid of. Ever since I was a child, I had always associated success with being busy and success with being really hardworking. And so I'd put those ideas to really good use. I had a full-time job, I had a part-time job, I was studying for a degree, and in any spare time that I had, I crammed it full of exercise. Where was the space for my husband and all of that? Nowhere. For years I had given scant acknowledgement to the stability, to the thoughtfulness, and to the love that he brought to our relationship. What I needed to do was become more mindful of that, and I had the trigger to do that when we hit crisis point and I got a kick in the butt that made me stop and look at things and look at what was really the most important thing for me, for my life, for my happiness. I realised that I needed to be better at being in this relationship with him, and mindfulness provided me with the tools to do that. Mindfulness helps you focus on just one thing. So rather than having a frenzied flood of thoughts busting through your head all of the time, it enables you to slow those thoughts down, to create a calm, quiet space where you can get a bit of clarity, and you can then be inspired with what you need to do in order to change and turn that relationship around. So I realised I needed to be less self-centred. I needed to do things with my husband, mundane things like doing the shopping and the housework, but fun stuff as well, like going out for walks, being with our friends and sharing a joke. I also needed to be a better listener, or as my husband would have it, to actually start listening. For years, rather than having a dialogue when we were having a conversation, it would be a monologue on the part of my husband, and my mind would be floating off somewhere else in a parallel universe. I needed to stop that and bring it back to the present, to bring it back to the here and now, to make sure that we were having a dialogue and conversing with each other and working out what needed to be done, what things were working, what things weren't, and how we could try and make our relationship work so much better. So mindfulness gave me the tools I needed to realise what aspects of myself I needed to strengthen, and it shone a light on the aspects of myself that I really needed to banish. So, can mindfulness help you with your relationship with yourself and with your relationship with your significant other? I'd say yes, and I would really recommend that you give it a go. So, if anything that I have raised here today has brought up any questions for you or any issues that you want to talk through, then just post a comment in the box below. I really look forward to hearing from you.